I am now introducing Insane Ian. Achievement unlocked!
Greetings, Internet, and welcome to another episode of A Comedy Musician Reacts. My name is Insane Ian, I am a comedy musician and comedy music fan, and on this show I react to comedy music from the perspective of a comedy musician. Because that's what I am, and that's what I do, and that's what this is, and that's why you're here, and that's why today I am reacting to The Merry-Go-Round, the amazing digital circus song by the Stupendium. If this is your first time joining us, yes, I am a comedy musician, and I react exclusively to comedy music, because that is where my field of expertise is. What this means for you is that I'm going to pause the video. Kind of a lot, actually. This way I'm not talking over or laughing over the jokes and missing them. I can discuss how the lyrics and video work in tandem to help enhance the comedy. Sometimes I'm analyzing, sometimes I'm summarizing, sometimes I'm explaining jokes, because that's always fun for people, and sometimes I'm just sitting back and laughing my damn head off. It's a crapshoot whatever you're going to get, but I think it's a good time. If you like that sort of thing, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my own comedy and music early, and all sorts of other things like that. Anyway, all of that out of the way, let us dive into this video. Now, originally, I had said that this was going to be a Patreon exclusive reaction. And honestly, it still might. But the Stupendium themselves actually said, oh, you know, you can do whatever you want with it, but this song does have jokes in it. Now, I had several people tell me that this might be better suited for Patreon only, so I was going by that. But when the creator of the song themselves says, oh, it can probably go either way, I'm probably considering their input on the song a little more than anybody else. But, you know, thank you everybody who pointed this out to me that it might be better suited for Patreon. We're gonna decide now in this reaction. It depends on where you're watching this, where it ended up. Obviously. I don't know too much about The Amazing Digital Circus. I've only seen the pilot episode, and I only watched it to do this reaction. So, anyway, here we go. Let's dive into this craziness of 7 minutes that is probably going to end up being like at least a half an hour of a reaction. We don't know. Starting out like the TV show, the computer, and having the Stupendium logo kind of look like it fits in the world, you know? That's one of the things Stoops does, is the aesthetic of whatever they're singing about or rapping about fits. And the animators, too.
Lagging, but I don't remember lagging on. World spins, tell me what was all the polygons. Brown skin, tell me where the heck my body gone. Just with a headset, and I got the goggles on.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, yeah, technically, like, I've always said, like, I thought Stoops really only did songs about video games, completely forgetting about the Unlikely Ciphers. So this is kind of technically video game adjacent. It's a virtual reality thing that you get, a virtual reality world that somebody gets sucked into. I don't even remember the names of all the characters, and I'm sure that will come up. But there's the one kind of Harlequin girl who's kind of like the lead, I guess. She's the newest person who gets sucked into the amazing digital circus world. But this is clearly the toy box version of Stoops, except as Cosmo, Stupendium's bird persona, even has the pull string on the back of the toy box character. So that's really cool. Just, you know, saying, oh no, this is not my skin, it's the persona skin. Do I still have the goggles on, pulling the eyeballs out? As is the weird world of the Amazing Digital Circus animated series.
I'm not sure of my face, I don't remember my name, but sort of certain to wake, this must be all in my brain.
And there's the thing that's chosen the name for them, Cosmo, but we already know Cosmo in the Stupendium lore.
Is the circus a lake? Is this a stupid insane thing? I'm about to discage inside a video game.
Welcome to our little digital realm. My, I can see you're just a bit overwhelmed. Why cry? You're just bidding bye-bye to your life. High time that you got a better grip of yourself. Get up.
This animation is stellar. I'm not familiar with the company that did it for this. I don't think they're the same people who actually do the show, but this looks like the show. This looks like... I watched the episode, the pilot episode, maybe a week or two ago, and I hadn't gotten around to doing this until now, but all the names of the characters has immediately left my brain. I'm sorry for not calling them out, but I recognize it from the show. And like the way the colors pop on this, the animation of the weird teeth with the eyeballs in the mouth, just stellar here. Obviously, I think that's Stupendium doing that voice. But yeah.
The textured floor and see the tent to shore. You get to get the tour.
Is there an exit door?
Forget it.
Is there an exit door? That's kind of the theme, at least through the pilot episode, for the new character. These, we only heard them briefly before I paused, don't sound like Stupendium. Let's take it back a little bit.
Well, why cry? You're just bidding bye-bye to your life. High time that you got a better groove of yourself. Get on the textured floor and see the tent to shore. You get to get the tour.
Is there an exit door?
Forget it.
Sure, that's what we left before. Wow, Jack's mature.
What did you scare them for?
Yeah, those are... I'm pretty sure those are the actual voices from the voice actors on the show. And somebody said a character name, so I remember character suddenly. Jax is the bunny. I forget the names of everybody else. I should have looked it up before starting this. I thought I'd remember some, and... But the fact that Stoops got the actual voice actors here is pretty impressive and awesome. Yeah, bravo.
This can't be happening when sanity's unraveling. I'm scrabbling to snap out of the saccharine, imagining a parrot in a wacky canvas shack packed with mannequins.
Wow, like... Stoops' flow is always incredible to see and hear, but having it surrounded with things that are kind of like helping amplify like Stoops' character. Stoops may be playing one of the other characters, but like having Cosmo's rap, his being Stupendium's alter ego, having those raps be so faster and so verbose, really pinpointing Stupendium's specific style is really, really cool. Let's take it back a little bit here.
That's what we left before.
Wow, Jack's mature.
What did you scare them for?
This can't be happening when sanity's unraveling. I'm scrabbling to snap out of this.
Also, this animation is amazing. To snap out of this saccharine imagining is just a brilliant bar. My sanity's unraveling to snap out of this saccharine imagining. Saccharine meaning sickeningly sweet. Yeah, because everything is so candy-coated, it seems. It's got that kind of sheen on it to make it look like a candy coating. And it's just shiny and bright and pops like, candy. I'm good with the words today.
Saccharine imagining a parrot in a wacky canvas shack packed.
A parrot in a wacky canvas shack. Yeah, Cosmo's a parrot. Packed with mannequins. Again, such great bars. Also, the little posable humanoid thing. It's one of those things that like you put in poses so that people can, it's the thing that artists use to draw the human form with. It's got kind of rigid wires in it, so you can pose it in different positions so that you can draw that. I don't think that's a character on the show, but it's a new character in this song.
Mannequins.
Don't crack, kid. This is battling.
Gosh, I hope they're okay.
Relax, doll. This isn't even canon.
Canon? What do you mean, canon?
He means that right now we exist even less than we usually do.
Having the characters voiced by their actual voice actors discussing within the song about the show that the song is not canon to the show. It's meta and it's brilliant. I love shit like this. Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, saying it's canon, saying it's not, true to the story of the show. It doesn't fall in with what the show itself has established. Meaning, like, fan fiction is non-canon stuff, basically. It is fan-written stuff. So this song would be a fan song about the show, not canon to the show. The show does not accept that these events happened in the world of the show, but it is using the world of the show to tell a story. Non-canon. Canon is episodes. Episodes in the series are canon to the series because they are episodes of the series. It's hard for me to try to define canon without using the word canon, but you get the gist.
What?
See? Classic.
You're in a digital circus. Get back in the seats. It's the amazing, the trap and trapeze.
The maze and amazing, the trap and trapeze. Yeah, because you're trapped in the digital circus. That's great.
No resistance is worthless. So sing to the theme and slay to the stage. But the ignition is clean. You're tight in a tightrope. Prepare for the fun.
More of a funny visual than anything. The S for Stupendium, with eyes and a mustache and a mouth. That's good. But yeah, Cosmo got their own door. That's fantastic.
Your life has a sideshow. It's barely begun. So smile to the stars. If this is yet to be found, it's up to us all to make the merry-go-round. No way that I'm taking a fade in this place. Encased in a game on a faded display.
PG indentured.
I'm pleading with dentures.
You're PG indentured, I'm pleading with dentures. Yeah. Their head is just teeth and eyes, so technically, yeah. That's... I don't know what PG means in this instance, in PG indentured. Meaning, parental guidance. That's... PG is a rating in the United States, anyway. It's a film rating. You have PG, PG-13... R. PG doesn't use a lot of foul language in it. PG-13, some more light language, one F-bomb. R, sky's the limit up until if they use it too much, then they get an X rating, which is usually box office poison if it happens to get an X rating, or NC-17. Those two tend to be flip-flop. Most people think X is for pornographic films, but X and NC-17 kind of are interchangeable most times. But because like Clerks almost got an X rating because it had so many F-bombs in it. But yeah, that's what I assume PG means in this, parental guidance. You're PG indentured, meaning you can't swear in here. Because I think in the first episode, I want to say Danny. I think that's the name of the little Harlequin girl character. I could be wrong. I cannot remember the name. It's something along those lines, and I'm sure somebody is screaming at me in the comments. But they tried to swear, and everything comes out bleeped. Let's take it back a little.
The merry-go-round. No way that I'm taking a fade in this place. Encased in a game on a faded display.
PG indentured.
I'm pleading with dentures.
Need an adventure, bubble, take it away.
Okay, new addition to the big top. Check the guest list, we can see your TikTok.
Okay, so I think that's also Stupendium is Bubble. But yeah, also a talking bubble. Why not?
I give chop popcorn and if his pop's pretty sick, but you better not be like that.
Why are you like this? Look, moving on, you'll see, Jiggity. This is where you belong.
Yeah, the Ringmaster is kind of mean to Bubble, but also, like, Bubble's their sidekick, and Bubble just reforms. Pop Bubble, Bubble comes back. We saw it in the first episode. So keeping with the world themes, this is very funny. I'm already digging this because the Amazing Digital Circus is a weird show. It's just weird, kids. but it has a sense of humor that's very similar to this, in that it is playing off of the bizarre, and also, yes, there are serious situations that happen in it. It's kind of a dire thing, like you're trapped in this weird digital limbo where you've suddenly become another character, you don't remember your original name, you're trying to find an exit, no exit exists, and you're being stalked by these creatures that probably will kill you, but also everything's kind of funny and weird because it's wacky. So yeah, it's kind of a dark humor. You know, it's a dark humor show, so the song itself is kind of a dark humor song. I get it.
Why it's meant to be destiny, endless in entropy, bending identities.
Back to the song.
See? Yeah, like it's kind of like, you know, self-awareness on the humor, like here's kind of this deep philosophical entropy kind of like ideal of what's happening to you. Oh, by the way, we should get back to the song. Yeah, good stuff. Let's take it back.
You better not be let go.
Why are you like this? Look, moving on, you'll see, Chickadee, this is where you belong. Why it's meant to be destiny, endless in entropy, bending identities.
Back to the song.
You could back up the points and go and gather the coins. That's the radical choice, because it's battle the void. Hide a spider, hide inside a giant.
Yeah, gather the gloinks. That was the plot of the first episode. You had to gather the gloinks, and that became overwhelming. You know, or be trapped in the void. Because if the gloinks overpower things, you know, the void is what is outside of the thing that's, you know, some people are getting banished to the void, I think. I watched it once.
Why it's meant to be destiny, endless in entropy, bending identities.
Back to the song.
You could rack up the points and go and gather the coins. That's the radical choice, because it's battle the void. Hide a spider, hide inside a giant pile. Write some extra, find the exit. Don't forget about the exit, there's so much to enjoy.
Also, that rapid patter there was really good. Another Stupendium strength. But also, no, never mind the exit. No, I forget I said exit. That's so good.
The 40 monkey bars and underwater bumper cars, 100 yards of funky cars, funky bumping lumberyards.
Slumber parties, bumper cars. No, I'm sorry, underwater bumper cars.
Because it's battle the void. Hide a spider, hide inside a giant pile. Write some extra, find the exit. Don't forget about the exit, there's so much to enjoy. The 40 monkey bars.
Slumber parties, monkey bars, and underwater bumper cars. That is just the goofiest pen flex, and I love it.
Underwater bumper cars, 100 yards of funky cars, funky bumping lumberyards. Tennis court, tennis court, attention, ticket, credit score, teleporting exit.
To check your credit score. So good. It all flies by so fast, and I don't want to pause on every single line, but every single line is gold. It's just, there's so much good stuff there.
Find the exit, don't forget about the exit.
Also, the face in the egg yolk being Cosmo's face on the fried egg there. Yeah.
There's so much to enjoy. The 40 monkey bars and underwater bumper cars, 100 yards of funky cars, funky bumping lumberyards.
100 yards of hunting darts and I didn't want to pause on every line because it just goes by so fast. So good. 10 assorted tennis courts. This entire verse is just the most rambunctious tongue twister. And I use the word rambunctious so I can cross that off my word of day calendar. I don't actually have one of those.
Tennis court, tennis court, attention, ticket, credit score, teleporting exit door,
Again, with the exit door theme, a teleporting exit door. Again, also another great line, teleporting exit door. Just the rhythm and the internal rhyme scheme with that is so good. Just, this is stellar. This is fantastic. There's no wonder that this song hit 3 million views. Or yeah, was it 3 million views in just under 3 weeks or something like that? Incredible. I mean, like, I know the show is already a phenomenon, but this song really tapped into that phenomenon really well, kind of like amplifying the way the show itself is and putting that into song form. Stupendium is really, really good at that, at like taking like the real meat of what the show is about or what the game is about and really exemplifying that in song form. this is probably one of the best examples of them doing that. This is really fantastic. A CD-ROM panopticon. That is a great bar because of how it sounds, but I don't know what a panopticon is. Panopticon. A panopticon is a circular prison with cells arranged around a central well from which prisoners could at all times be observed. Accurate. That is a really impressive pen flex. That's a word of the day calendar choice right there, panopticon. And that is just serious dictionary skills. Bravo, Stoops, on that one. A CD-ROM panopticon, because it was a game that you're suddenly trapped inside that's a prison. That's the best bar in the whole song, I think. There's been great bars, but that line by itself, a CD-ROM panopticon, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. A desk to check your credit score. That's just a funny line.
Get to take your credit score, teleporting exit door.
It's a CD-ROM panopticon, and I don't feel amazement. Incarcerated cage in outdated edutainment. A CD
In outdated edutainment. Yeah, that's the thing, kids. We used to call educational video games edutainment. Yeah. So having it be like this old school style game that they were suddenly playing in like old school VR or something. A CDI of ceaseless eyes. Wow. Oh, CDI. Kids, if you're not aware of what CDI is, Philips CDI was a game system that came into being because Nintendo... Alright, it's going to be a short history lesson here, kids. Back in the day, Nintendo had done Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and they were going to do the next thing, and they realized that CDs were being popular. Sega had Sega Genesis, and then went to Sega CD. So Nintendo's like, well, our next system should be CD. So they asked PlayStation, hey, PlayStation, can you make us a CD system? It wasn't called PlayStation yet. They asked Sony, can you make us a CD system for our next system? And Sony made the Nintendo PlayStation. And Nintendo looked at that and went, that's kind of cool, but we might not go with that. So we're going to look at other options. And Sony was like, hey, that's fine. We're going to take the Nintendo name off of it and make the Sony PlayStation. We're going to make our own CD-ROM based system, and we're going to get into gaming now. And that's how the PlayStation came into being. So they went to Philips, another CD company. Philips was all over the place with making CD players, Walkmans and stuff, so did Sony. And they said, hey, Philips, can you make us a CD system? Nintendo said this. And Philips said, we can make a CD-based system, but we're gonna make it be our own thing. We'll make this, but you have to let us use the Nintendo properties. So they made the Philips CDI. The Philips CDI had this controller that it looked like a remote control with an analog stick on the top of it. And they had a lot of educational games like Mario's Hotel and, a bunch of other pseudo-educational games that were kind of interactive but kind of not. There's a Berenstain Bears game that's on it that's not really a game. It's kind of more of a picture book that you kind of select things, but it's kind of educational. And they also had 3 completely awful Legend of Zelda games. That's how Philips CDI got the license from Nintendo to do these awful games. And after that, Nintendo was like, well, maybe we shouldn't try joining with other people. We should keep everything in-house so that they don't make awful games like those 3 Zelda games. But yeah, the Philips CDI is very short-lived, and also now very expensive. Weird little history lesson. It was them trying to do CD-based things, and after all of that, they ended up not doing CD-based, went back to cartridge for the N64, and by the time, PlayStation 2 was coming out, they decided, alright, well, let's dive into CDs, but let's do it our way. Let's do the small CDs, and the GameCube had the 3-inch CDs. And then they went, CD's not for us. Let's go back to cartridges. And then, after the Wii, when they had things on regular CDs, they went back to cartridges with the Switch. Little video game history lesson for you kids. Hooray.
She decides to fun and game enslavement.
With that line of thinking, or you'll end up in the basement. Whoa!
What the f does that even mean?
I think that's one of the few times Stoops has sworn in a song that wasn't like based on that is based on something, but it was bleeped because it's in keeping with the theme of the show. You're PG indentured. Excellent.
Accept surrender to this hellish render we know.
To this hellish render, because graphics are rendered. It's so good. I just the keeping on like really hammering home that it's all a digital circus. Yeah, we keep talking about tents because circuses have tents. Cirque du Soleil has got a reference in here. Yeah, and everybody kind of is dressed kind of circus-like. You know, got a harlequin, a couple clowns, a ringmaster, but the ringmaster is all teeth. Yeah, weird.
Stands forever. Best you just get on with the show. Bask in the splendor. Get your new adventure and go. Just keep your head up. Lest you wanna wind up below.
Yeah, and in the basement was where all the weird crap happened in the first episode. I'm pretty sure where one of the characters had turned into a thing, and then I think all the gloinks fought it or something like that. It was weird.
Show me the door. Send me a sign. Carnival barking down.
That's a good double. That's a really good double. Carnival barking and out of my mind. In the in the UK, saying somebody is crazy is saying they're barking mad. Carnival barking, a carnival barker, is a person at a carnival who shouts to you to come try the ride or try the game. You know, a carnival barker is somebody who's there standing on the side saying, step right up, try your hand at this ring toss game, or come ride the Ferris wheel. That's a carnival barker. So, carnival barking and out of my mind, meaning barking mad, barking, carnival barking, just tying it all together. Yeah, that's bravo.
This isn't fair. At least not that kind.
This isn't fair, at least not that kind. State fairs in the U.S. are usually carnivals. We have carnival rides at state fairs in the United States. But yes, fairs sometimes have carnival rides as well. Probably in the UK as well, I would assume. Otherwise, reference may not be made. But yeah, fairs, state fairs have carnival rides. But this is not fair, not that kind of fair. Carnival rides, circus, thematic.
I just wanna roll up tonight.
Pulling jacks from a hat. That's great. So many exit doors.
You're in a digital circus. Get back in your seats. It's amazing, amazing. The trapping to please. You know resisting is worthless. So sing to the theme. No hope of escaping. Pretend it please.
This tent ain't for fleas. Because there's things called a flea circus. Those are... Because if you're not familiar with what a flea circus is, it is a tiny circus. You got like all the different circus things, like got small tents and things. It's usually on a table. And somebody says, hey, look, I've trained these fleas to do circus acts. And like you'll see like a little seesaw, and suddenly the seesaw moves. And that's the fleas on the seesaw, or suddenly it's rolling a ring around the little entertainment area. That's the fleas doing it. You can't see the fleas because they're so small, but everything on the table that's supposed to be moving is moving, and taming the lions is really the tough part. But yeah, that's... flea circuses are magic tricks. Or scams. Anyway.
You're tired in a tight road, prepare for the fun. Your
Good.
life has a sideshow,
The ventriloquist Cosmo. This is the second time we've seen it. First, the Ringmaster had it. Just the ventriloquist dummy version of Cosmo. Creepy and weird and fun and very much in keeping with the show.
So smile to the stars, your face is yet to be found.
Last time, when the Ringmaster had the ventriloquist puppet, the crowd had a couple of different Cosmos in it, and that was it. And this time, faces yet to be found, there's no Cosmos now in the crowd.
It's up to us all to make the merry-go-round. The merry-go-round. The merry-go-round. Merry-go-round.
Here's where the darkness comes in. I like saying that cheerfully. Yeah, there's this kind of dark sinisterness to the show, kind of hidden behind all of the weird and wacky and fun colors. We find out that things are actually much worse than they seem. It already seems bad that you're trapped in this weird digital saccharine panopticon, to use words from the song already. But also, yes, there's something darker and sinister behind everything, where characters turn into weird creatures and become scary. Yes, we've turned from humor that kind of is like dark humor, gallows humor kind of stuff, into actually sinister evil stuff. So yes, there is the same flip in the show as there is in the song. I think we're going to explore that now, obviously.
Living in a theater isn't what you dream when you're caught in a loop in a CG park like a video arena by Hideo Kojima. Jump.
Like a video arena by Hideo Kojima. That is a great line. I'm a big fan of Hideo Kojima. For those of you who might not know, Hideo Kojima is the creator of such series as Metal Gear Solid, Zone of the Enders, my favorite video game of all time, Snatcher, from Sega CD, also recently Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2. Hideo is a game director who many people think wants to be a film director because his games have so many cutscenes, and his games are very cinematic, and they kind of like pull references from films. I mean, Solid Snake is very similar to Snake Plissken from the Escape from New York or Escape from LA films. Snatcher is basically Blade Runner. But there are elements of films that Hideo obviously enjoys in those games, and obviously more so now with Death Stranding, because he gets Norman Reedus in the game, and Hideo and Guillermo del Toro were supposed to be working on a Silent Hill game called Silent Hills with Norman Reedus, but that game got canceled, and then they went and did Death Stranding instead. Both Guillermo and Norman Reedus are in the first Death Stranding game. So he's working with actual Hollywood people now. I think Kiefer Sutherland voiced a version of Snake in the later Metal Gear games before Hideo left. And yeah, just an amazing director. So yeah, having all of this be like, yeah, it's a circus, but like made by this weird video game auteur. Yeah. Really, really enjoy that. I actually have a copy of Snatcher autographed by Hideo Kojima. I got to meet him when I used to write video game reviews and stuff, so that was really cool. Snatcher, if you're not familiar with it, great game.
Living in a theater isn't what you dream when you're caught in a loop in a CG park like a video arena by Hideo Kojima. Jump with the hoops for a P.T. Barnum.
For P. Barnum. P.T. Barnum is the guy who basically, I don't want to say invented circuses, but is the guy who is most well known for the proliferation of the circuses in America. Most people would know the name Barnum and Bailey Circus because that was the touring circus for so many years. I don't think circuses really tour much anymore, but P.T. Barnum and Bailey Circus. I think The Greatest Showman is about P.T. Barnum. Very, very homogenized version of his story in a musical setting, but still. P.T. Barnum wasn't a great guy, and the movie makes him out to be better. I think The Greatest Showman is about P.T. Barnum. Watch me live Google that now. Who is The Greatest Showman about? Yeah, P.T. Barnum. I was right. So yeah, no. It's more of a Hollywoodization or musicalization of P.T. Barnum's story. Wasn't that great a guy, but they made him look cool with fun songs and played by Hugh Jackman. So yes, was a ringmaster for his circuses. So calling the ringmaster here Pete Teeth Barnum because he's all teeth. Puns!
I'm starting to lose my grip as the days start to melt to Malays mayonnaise in the drip and that pool in my face.
Malays Mayonnaise. I think I saw them opening for the Rolling Stones once.
And I see the reflection projected was meant to be me, but I've no recollection of genuine me. I don't eat, I don't sleep, with your ceaseless adventure, repeat and I need a reprieve. Would you please let me leave? Well, I don't even know what I'd be if I leave.
Okay. We're having an existential... I'm having a lack of speaking. We're having an existential crisis in this little breakdown. The rhymes are fantastic, and just the staccato rhythm with which they're delivered is really, really cool. And the staccato is kind of added to by the rhythm within the words themselves. This was really good, the bay da da dee da da bay da da dee da da bay da, it just kind of has that rhythm already inherently built into it, and it's good to have kind of like a psychotic break in that kind of repetition too. Bravo all around.
I say take it easy and breathe to release the unease when I'm clearly abandoned and needless the random scenes where it seems I'm the featured attraction. We spent pleading and screaming in tandem. Clearly I see that the teeth of a madman. Each of them speaking to me of abstraction, but they won't explain what it means when I ask you.
Summarizing the first episode of What Happens to the Harlequin Girl. This apparently happens to everyone who comes in on their first time. Yes, amazing.
They won't explain what it means when I ask you. They won't explain what it means when I ask you. They won't explain what it means.
And his eyes, the Cosmo's eyes, their eyes look like the eyes of the main character from the TV show, The Harlequin Girl, whose name escapes me, I'm sorry. But this is not canon to the show. This is a different situation, but showing that, hey, this could happen to anybody getting sucked into the amazing digital circus. Psychotic breaks. They're fun. I will say there's one thing that even after only seeing one episode seems out of character. I don't think Jax would be concerned. Just saying. Oh!
You're in a digital circus.
I think that's what happened to one of the other characters. I think I forget what the character was. I don't think it was the king chess piece character. It was another character. But this is what happens at the end of near the end of the episode with one of the characters. They had a psychotic break, and that happened. And they get banished to the basement. Ha!
Back in your seats, it's amazing, amazing. The trapping keys, no resistance is worthless. So sing to the theme, no lions pretending. It's you bearing the team. You're tied in a tightrope, prepare for the fun.
Just falling in slow motion. Oh, that's a good little destruction sim of the head hitting and breaking into pieces. That's good stuff. Animation in this is fantastic. The little digital tear.
Wow, that really didn't take long at all.
Typical self-insert.
Typical self-insert. Yeah, it's when you want to put yourself in a story that you like. That's what a lot of fanfiction is. That's where Mary Sue came from. That's a thing I have a problem with. People claiming any character is a Mary Sue. No, just because a character is powerful doesn't make them a Mary Sue. People are saying Superman's a Mary Sue. No. Mary Sues usually are self-insert characters that never face adversity. They always come out on top with no problems. They can do anything. People say Rey from Star Wars is a Mary Sue. No, it's not. A Mary Sue is a self-insert character and has no issues. Rey fails all the time. Yes, she had a lot of inherent skill without training, but got better with training. Had to fail to get to a point where they needed training. In any other usual definition of Mary Sues do not fail. The term goes back to the 70s from Star Trek fanfiction. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Not to get off on a tangent, I'm sorry. Self-insert, it triggered something. I watched a video the other day and people were calling Superman a Mary Sue and Rey a Mary Sue, and I'm like, you don't know what the word means and you keep using it. I'm good. I'm fine. It's okay. Speed ran the whole arc to fit into a video. I mean, you're summarizing the first episode just with a different character. Cosmo. That's great.
Ran the whole arc to fit it into a video.
Honestly, I'm just. They got to skip the theme song.
But I like the theme song.
They didn't show me their insect collection.
Did Kane sound kind of different?
Kane is the name of the ringmaster. Thank you for saying the character name. It's the only reason I remembered Jax. Alright.
To anyone else today? Or is it just me?
It sounded different because Stupendium was voicing Kane and Bubble, too. Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, Pomni. I sounded perfectly normal.
Pomni. Not Danny. Pomni. I think that time it actually was Kane. It sounded like Stoops in the song, but the actual voice actor here. Bravo getting the voice actors. That's incredible.
Oh. Won't somebody show me their insect collection?
Oh no. Is Stoops just a hat now?
Thank you for watching.
That was bravo. Written and performed by the Stupendium as Cosmo, Kane, and Bubble, with appearances by the voice actors from the show. Lizzie Freeman as Pomni, Amanda Hufford as Ragatha. That's what it was. I knew it was like, that's a Raggedy Ann doll. Ragatha, that makes sense. Michael Kovac as Jax, Ashley Nichols as Zooble. That's the weird shape one. Marissa Lentil as Gangle. And Sean Chiplock as Kinger. Kinger is the king piece from the chess thing. Gangle and Zooble. Maybe I've got those two characters confused. I don't know which ones those were. And then guest appearances Alex Rushan as Perfectly Normal Kane. Bravo. Bravo on all of that. That was fantastic.
Very real and not an impersonation. Kane here to thank the amazing team over at Hibernate for animating this video.
Hibernate did the animation. Bravo to Hibernate on the animation, really capturing the look and feel of the show. That was phenomenal. Yeah, the very real and not fake Kane doing the voiceover here. Obviously Stoops. Yes.
The amazing voice cast for lending their amazing voices, and to Glitch for their blessing to make this amazing project.
Wow, God blessing from Glitch, the creators of the show, to do this. That's phenomenal. Wow.
Not to mention the amazing digital Stupendium patrons for making this possible. We've been cooking up this little adventure since the pilot dropped.
Wow! So, they've been working on this song since the pilot episode dropped. That's incredible. There is an alternate ending. From what I hear, it's not like part of the song, it's just a different ending to the video, so I'm not going to check that out here. But I really, really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. If you did, go show the Stupendium some love. They've got millions of views on this video already, but go check out their video without me yakking all over it. Link is in the description box below. If you liked my video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs on these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, like these folks over here do, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, exclusive reactions, although not this one, and all sorts of other cool stuff like that. Anyway, that's all for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Sharks gotta swim, and bats gotta fly. I gotta love one woman till I die. To Ed or Dick or Bob, she may be just a slob, but to me, well, she's my girl.